Los Angeles Housing Market Prediction 2021. 4 questions to answer when you're getting ready to watch a housing crash, thinking that you're going to profit from it by buying a house somewhere along the way down as the prices drop. The first question is, are you ready and pre-approved for your loan? If you need a loan. If you have cash, it's pretty straightforward. But if you need a loan, is your credit score qualifying? What's your income? Is it coming from a job that is going to survive during a recession? How much down payment do you have if you don't have the full amount in cash? FHA loans continued during the last housing market crash. You could bring in 3.5% down, but the price tag on that was a little bit steep because you have mortgage insurance. That's a small added component. Well, it's not so small. It's about, it's 0.85% each year divided into 12 payments. And on a $400,000 purchase, for example, that mortgage insurance component would be about $275 a month added to the rest of that payment, which is the principal and interest, taxes, and insurance. So once you have your loan purchase details figured out with a loan professional, don't just do it online with some calculators. You'll want them to take a look at your documents. The second question to ask is, are you tracking your local markets? I'm going to show you the MLS details for the 2009 timeframe as to when there were foreclosures and short sales, and I'll share my screen here in a minute and get those up for you. Hi, it's Video Editing Lisa. I wanted to mention that my prediction is that these patterns that we saw in 2009 with the volume of foreclosures and short sales in the various cities would be very similar to what they were back then because of the price points and the kinds of finances and loans that those owners would have. So that you can see in the South Bay area of Los Angeles where there were the most foreclosures and short sales. So you might be looking in the areas where there were a lot before, figuring that those are the areas where people's finances are a little bit more amenable or at risk of having a problem when the market turns. Closer to the ocean and up in Rancho Palos Verdes, along the edges of Redondo Beach and Manhattan Beach, those seem to be areas where, though it seems that they are a little bit more recession-proof. And so if you're looking for a place to get deals, you might want to figure that there's a higher likelihood that you're going to find those deals in places more inland, in Torrance, San Pedro, inland Redondo Beach and Manhattan Beach, and also in Long Beach. The third question we're going to ask is, what is the price that you want to get that house for? Some people call it your strike price, the place where you're going to pull the trigger. We've all seen over the years that nobody typically, unless it's just lucky, times the market to really get it at a bottom or sell at a top. And the numbers don't come out for a while to see exactly at what point that happened. So you'd need to take a look at your market and your finances and determine what purchase price of a home, creating your monthly payment, would be a bargain in your eyes that would be worth pulling the trigger for and making happen. Then the fourth question is, what are you going to do in the meantime? Are you going to continue to rent and pay a full housing payment toward your landlord's mortgage each month? Possibly move back in with your parents, either locally or back to another state where the cost of living is cheaper? For the house that you're going to buy, if your life situation allows it, would you consider buying a place with one extra bedroom that you could put a roommate in and have them pay you rent, which would then help with your mortgage? If you'd like to discuss your situation or set up a search of your local areas, feel free to text or email me